He's just a guy, he loves to ramble randomly across the wire. It's Gareth.
Warning, this podcast contains explicit content. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gareth's Random Ramblings. My name's Gareth.
Bex.
And for the third time, we've done this intro. Only reason why. Number one, I did this and my body went black and there was a lot of fireworks. And then I did this, which ended up having confetti and balloons flying everywhere. And there was one of them was confetti. I can't remember. One of them, one hand. I don't know. My computer has a cool thing where it does effects. So when we talk on Skype and stuff, if I do certain hand movements, it does the funny things. So yeah.
That happens.
And also we are very sleep deprived. So on Friday night, Bex's mum left, well, Saturday morning. So
she's gone overseas for 2 months. She didn't leave. She's just on holiday.
She's on a holiday for 2 months. So you know what that means when Bex and I finish this recording. We got a lot of cleaning to do. We've got a lot of movies to watch. We'll probably have a little nap. It'll be fine.
And that would be really nice right about now, actually.
It would. It would. If people had seen the first two intros, they probably would have gone, yeah, you guys need some sleep. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And also we have been awake since 4:35-ish because the All Blacks were on this morning, playing a very good game of rugby against Ireland, and we won.
Kicked some ass.
So we didn't kick ass. They kicked our ass. We kicked their ass, and then we evened out. We won by like 3 points, 4 points, 5 points. So four. I'm too scared to do that because if I do that, it might send confetti off or something. I don't know. So we've been sitting here. We're a little sleep deprived. As Beck said, we are recording this a little bit later than normal. So it should be a lot more fun. Doesn't mean anything's going to change. It's just going to be a sleep deprived lunchtime version.
With a little bit of alcohol to go with it.
Funny thing was, we did not time that at all. We did not say we were going to sync our drinking with everything.
Not at all.
Although, did you notice I went logo to camera? Logo to camera?
I can't do logo to camera. Well, maybe I could.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, no, yours got blocked out. Mine's like, no, it's right there.
Mine's like,
So this recording is brought to you by Great Northern.
Nobody. We are not getting any promotions from anyone.
Shut up. Try to score some free beer. No. If they want to sponsor us, it's Great Northern. If they don't, then it's that. Look at that. No sponsor. Yeah.
It's beer.
Anyway, so we've been having a bit of a morning. Doing a bit of a change around in the house. We're still Bex is recording in the kitchen. I'm in the study. But we're working on that as well. There's a lot more things behind the scenes because, as Bex pointed out, her camera is not as clear. And I think it's just the lighting. So
I had to close all the curtains in the living room just to get them to work. So we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. For the time being, you'll just have to deal with the weird lighting from my phone.
Yep.
Which is giving me stars.
And all three of our viewers on YouTube will be really upset at that. Yeah. We do. We don't have that many. We do have though 52 subscribers. So thank you very much.
That's awesome.
So,
we also have friends on our Facebook group who posted some questions for us today too.
Sure, because I know all about that because I do Facebook.
I didn't tell you on purpose.
I was waiting for balloons or some shit to happen just then. I don't know.
I think it's the 2 thumbs up.
There we go. Confetti.
No.
Meant to be lightning, but I think it's because I'm blocking half the screen.
Sparky.
Yeah, sure, sparky. Anyway, so other than that, it was All Blacks game was on. We did that.
Yeah, it was a fucking good game though, right? Like the Irish were out for blood and we got 2 yellow cards, which for the All Blacks is almost unheard of.
It was funny because as my mum said, it was almost like it was the final. Because Ireland is the number 1 team in the world at the moment, probably number 2 now because they lost. But they've won 17 games on the trot until that last one because we beat them. But yeah.
Well, they beat us in New Zealand, which is unheard of as well.
Yeah.
Every time the Australians come to New Zealand, they get their asses handed to them.
Just like everyone else, but Ireland managed to beat us.
Well,
but
no,
I do have
Japan beat us on our home turf recently.
Japan's never beaten us.
Yes, they have. Double check your stats. At the beginning of the year, we got beaten by Japan one time.
Have we, dude?
Uh-huh.
All right, let me. Japan beats. Yeah, this is really exciting.
La 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 la.
No. Japan, we got 31 and we got 38. Which I think was like the closest we've ever been against Japan, because normally it was like 400 and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. I have a question for you, Bex, before you get into questions for me that I don't know because I don't do Facebook. What kitchen are we in today? What famous kitchen are we in today? It's not animated because I couldn't find it.
Brady Bunch kitchen, isn't it?
Yeah. It's Brady Bunch kitchen. Well.
Are you surprised I knew that?
No. I thought you would have got it a lot faster. But
I was tossing up between Chandler and Joey's kitchen and Brady Bunch kitchen because they have similar looking.
No, they're not.
The set out, not the colors. The set out similar. Similar, not the same.
You'll see next week when I put up next week's one.
And considering that's a Brady Bunch kitchen, and they have how many family members? The fact that the cook managed to clean and cook in that thing, I don't know how she did it.
Yeah,
it's little.
9 kids? No, it was 9 all up, including Alice.
Yep. So
because the only reason why is because the tic-tac-toe square, they did all the outside of it. In the middle said the Brady Bunch, and then Alice popped into that. So 8. So it's 4 boys, 4 girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm done with all my stuff to talk about today.
Okay. All right. So
just moving on. There we go. Yep.
Let's do it because we've already talked about the All Blacks.
I'm gonna lean back a little bit. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable.
Before I go into the questions for today, one thing I love about watching the All Blacks play is no matter how bad we annihilate a team or how bad we lose to another team, have you noticed that the boys are always willing to pick up the other team members? That they never push them down, they never keep them down.
Yeah.
So like when one of the guys was on the ground today, he was obviously devastated because Ireland have won all of their games this World Cup except for today.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them. So they were absolutely in the favourites to win.
All done. See you later. Have a good day. Yep.
But the one guy that was on the ground and one of our boys went down, grabbed his hand, pulled him up, gave him a big hug. You know, I mean, not all teams are that friendly, and it's a big competition. It's a rather fierce competition if you aren't a rugby fan. I mean, the World Cup determines the best team in the world for the next 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I mean, the All Blacks are an incredible team, but we're not always number one. Like, we win a lot of games and we're very, very skilled, very talented, but we're not always the best team in the world.
It's like a 4-year Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, the Super Bowl is played every year. So they're what's the word I'm looking for? Their notoriety lasts 12 months. You know, in rugby, it's 4 years. Yep. It's 4 years no matter how well you play. The best team in the world is the team that won the last World Cup.
Yeah.
In theory. It doesn't always work that way.
Because technically right now, well, before the game, Ireland were the number 1 team in the world. They never won a World Cup because it goes on rankings. But yeah.
They've won more games than most teams this year.
Yeah.
Or the last few years anyways. But
all right, Bex.
But yeah. Anyway,
so we
posted
play Argentina next week, so we'll be tired again. And then we'll be watching the final. Yeah.
But we won't be watching that on Saturday morning or Sunday morning. It's Friday morning.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be watching it. We'll know. We'll know if we're in the finals or not, and you will too, because if we're in the finals, we'll do a little bit about it later. This. If we're not, we just move on super fast.
No, we'll still talk about the game, but the Argentinians are doing really well. They beat Wales today, so
yeah.
Anyway,
let's go.
Moving on from the rugby, because not everybody is interested in the rugby, not like we are.
Yep.
I posted some questions on our Facebook chat this week, asking our friends and followers if there was anything they wanted us to discuss in this podcast. So it's going to get a little controversial. So if you don't want to listen and you don't want to be offended, now might be a good time to turn off. If you are American, I apologize profusely right now. So our friend AJ, Australian friend that we actually know in person, has posted some questions about the way that the Americans pronounce words. Which
all right.
I'm sitting here going, oh shit. Okay, here we go. All right, so please excuse me. I'm going to take my phone, which is currently lighting my face. As you can see, I'm now blurry. All right, here we go. You ready?
No.
Me either. I forgot to pull this up before the podcast started. It's okay.
It's funny because every week I do say to Bex, like, hey, what do you want to talk about? And she goes, sure. The one week that she brings some stuff and it's already going to be controversial. So sit back, relax.
Enjoy not me.
Enjoy Great Northern, unless they're not sponsoring, then enjoy a beer. And
it's not me. It's not me. Look, the controversy is not me. I can understand how this is going to potentially offend some of our friends, especially our American friends. So as I say, if you don't want to hear it, please turn off. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words that he is quite adamant that the Americans say incorrectly.
How many questions have we got?
Just the one.
Okay.
Just the one at the moment.
All
so
right.
The first one is, so his question is basically their use of language. So for example, we call it Lego because Lego is the plural term and the singular term. And he wants to know why the Americans call it Legos.
Okay. I'm not American, so I don't know. Next question.
So these are just words. It's as I say, it's pronounced.
In New Zealand, some people call them Legos because they're not told that. But yeah, it's one piece of Lego, and here's a Lego kit, and I've got some Lego out the back, that kind of thing. It's like sheep, sheep, and sheep. You have 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep.
You're a nerd.
Thank you for getting that. Well, sheep's the plural of sheep, so
Yeah. But you know what? It's funny because it's not just the Americans who speak weird, it's the Australians too. And we can go into that in a minute.
But, yep.
Yeah. So they also either call it Lego or Legos. So but the correct term is Lego. Plural for Lego is Lego. There's no S attached to the end of that word.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm Danish. Sorry, I should have said trust me. I had a Danish once. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, Gareth, no, that's so gross. Stop it. All right.
Talking about a donut. Numbnuts. What were you talking about?
A Danish isn't a donut. It's a pastry with fruit in the middle, right?
Well, I had a pastry with fruit in the middle of it.
Anyway, let's move on, shall we?
And then there was that chicken Olga, but that was all right. Yes, moving on.
Olga is a German name. I love you. Let's move forward, shall we? Sorry, Russian name. Anyway, herbs. So we say herbs.
Yep.
And they say herbs.
Yep.
They remove the H.
Yep.
Either way, I actually think is correct because in a lot of foreign languages they don't actually pronounce the H. Well, for example, the French word for hospital is l'hôpital, spelled L'Hopital. L'Hôpital.
Isn't how English people say it too? Herbs?
No, they say herbs.
They say herbs? Oh, okay.
They say herbs.
I'm waiting now for the message from Gemma. We say herbs. We say herbs. But yeah, that's fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Caramel.
Once again, being a Kiwi, I can't speak for Americans, but I know it's herbs. Yeah.
Herbs where we come from anyway.
Yeah.
Caramel.
Caramel.
They say caramel, yeah.
Caramel, yeah.
Caramel, yeah, caramel. Or they say, so we say caramel. They say, I think the Australians say caramel, and caramel is the American word for it.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat. We know what you're saying. It's not like you're calling it something else.
All in all, something I really shouldn't eat right now because I'm fat. I mean, because of my teeth, and I'm fat. So yeah.
Ain't we all?
I love how if I knew you were taking a drink, I would have talked for longer so you had time. But I know we had to sit there and wait for you to finish drinking with you like a fuck. Yeah. All right. What else?
Okay, the next one is aluminium.
I know the reason for this.
So the Americans call it aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
But so they have aluminum foil. They have aluminum for their tins. We call it aluminium. But we also, for your aluminum foil, we call it tin foil.
Yep.
And the Americans call it alfoil.
Yep. Do you want to know why?
Did I say Americans? I meant to say Australians.
Yeah.
Why?
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Think I remember it correctly. This is how it is. So, dude invents it, right? Who is English. He then jumps on the boat and goes to America back in the day. He then, or just before he jumps on the boat, he goes, right, I've got this new thing. I'm calling it Alum, like Alumium. So aluminum, like real quick. And the people that write the names and all that kind of shit go, fuck off. That's a terrible name. We're not having that name. It needs to be more Latin, more thingy, like aluminium or something like that. Aluminium, like call it that. And so he didn't want to call it that, but he had to call it that. So then when he got on the boat to go over to England, to America at whatever, when he got there, he said, I invented it, but I don't like how it's called aluminium. I don't like it. I would have called it aluminum. So the Americans went, okay, well, you know what? Fuck the English. We hate them. That's why we're over here. We're fighting them and all that kind of shit. Let's call it aluminum. And the English people went, oh, no, we don't like that. And so they just called it aluminium. And so then the name split and changed and everything else like that. So if you're actually going to call it correct, it is actually aluminum.
I think that makes sense, though. Like, I know we call it aluminium, but the U is pronounced like a U, so aluminum.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's why. The guy that invented it called it aluminum.
Okay.
So, yeah. In the back of my head, I had that straight away, and I was like, oh, I know one of these words is going to be that. And I actually know why.
There you go. All right. And the last one is nuclear.
Okay, I don't know that one. I thought you were going to say, why do they call it gas and not petrol? Because I know that one too. But yeah.
We call it gas as well, but no. So they call it nuclear. What about Uranus?
I'm sitting on it.
The country, the planet Uranus.
Yeah.
We call it Uranus. The Americans call it Uranus.
Hobnob, scientific people call it Uranus. Yeah. Because they don't want to call it Uranus because people giggle too much. But yeah, that's just one black hole I don't want to go into. What? Sorry, that joke stinks. And that was well timed. You had your drink, you pointed at it, and it disappeared. That was awesome. Now it's not working anymore because we're pointing it out. Yeah, no. Yeah. It's a very good question. One you would have to ask an American because I don't know why they call it that.
So we've very slightly made fun of the way the Americans speak. And I think now, because our Australian friend pointed out the way the Americans speak, we should make fun of the way the Australians speak. What do you reckon? What the fuck is a doona? I'm sorry. The fuck?
Wow, straight for the jugular. Just, yeah.
What the fuck is a doona? They sound like they've had a
That's
stroke.
right. You realize though, Bex, you realize, and you opening up this section, we're going to have our American friends asking us, okay, cool, but what the fuck is a, what is? No, they're going to ask us questions about what shit we talk about. They're going to go,
great.
What's the jandal? What's a
great? Let them. This is what we want. We want dialogue. Wow.
It's going to be too Mickey. Too Mickey.
No, it's not going to be shit. Come on now.
Too Mickey is awesome, not shit. I mean, it's awesome.
Like, I think it's only fair. You know, our Australian friend pointed out some words that they think the Americans say weird. So now it's our turn. I have one about don't get me wrong. I love our American friends. Biscuit. We call it a scone.
I thought it was just okay. Well,
and what we call a biscuit, they call it cookie.
How about this? When we go to America for my 40th and we work all out and all that stuff like that, how about we go talk to some Americans, some of our American friends on their shows, on our show, whatever you want to do, and actually ask them. Because there's some shit I want to know what they are and I want to try them, but I don't know what the fuck they are. But I'm going to wait till we get to America.
You'll forget. Like what?
I won't forget. We've also only got 9 minutes left. But collard greens.
Collard greens is a type of vegetable.
What the fuck is it, though?
It's kind of like spinach.
I'll try that.
I'm willing to try that.
I'll try collard greens.
They usually cook it in the fat of whatever meat that they're making.
Yeah, I just want to try it. It's a lot of shit I want to try. However, I'm scared that if I go to America, I'll be like, I'll try their large meal and be fat to but no.
I actually
bearing in mind, I know I am peak physical form right now. I am, balloons. No, I'm confetti because I'm so fucking awesome about how I am. But there we go. Done. But I want to know. There's a whole pile of stuff there that I'm just like, that's gonna be nice. I want to try that. I want to do this, But
I want to try. Well, I've already had, but I want to go to Bubba Gump's shrimp restaurant, and I also want to try Red Lobster. I know it sounds like a really cheap and nasty chain restaurant, and I know you want to go to Hooters and try their wings because apparently they make the best wings. But whatever, we'll just do what we do.
Yeah, wings. I want to go to
oh my god,
is it Olive Garden? Is that the one?
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because supposedly that's where you break up with people. Bex, we need to go to Olive Garden. Okay. I see. I don't know if I do that if it's going to set something off. No, I don't want to try it because I've got is it the steakhouse Outback Steakhouse or whatever? That's got the bloomin' onion.
They had Outback in New Zealand, but yeah, we could try those. Why not? Yeah. I don't want to go to Sizzler. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Got the salmon.
And then we'll go Wendy's because by the time we get back, Wendy's will probably be here.
I fucking love Wendy's.
That's Wendy's. There was a Wendy's outside of Wellington, and so every time we drove up to Auckland, we'd always stop off there. That was our dinner. So good.
To be clear, we're talking about the burger restaurant chain, not the ice cream restaurant chain. However, they are both, I'm pretty sure, owned by the same people.
There's a difference? Okay.
Yeah, there is.
All right.
So there's a burger one, which came to New Zealand a while back. But the Australians don't have it yet. But there is also the ice cream one. You remember we used to go to the ice cream bars when we lived in Wellington?
No.
They made the thick shakes when we went to Tawa to visit Mum.
No. Hello, I have a question. So, for the people, when you can track this on the podcast, Facebook page too, or whatever, right? We want to have some top 5 discussions. Now, Bex and I have a whole pile of ideas, but we want to hear some from you. So all we want is topics. So it'll be the top 5 Blair, and then Bex and I will answer with our top 5. Now, we normally do this. We don't tell each other our lists. We just go, right, this is what we got to do. And, we normally then discuss it kind of thing. So I want to hear some from people. It could be anything. Anything. Top 5 beverage. Number 3. Great Northern. And because my mum is watching, number 1 is water. Because water is good for you.
Liar. Your balls will be on fire when we turn the TV off. Computer's off.
There we go.
That's not
so yeah.
Probably because you're...
Just some topics. We just need some topics, please. So hit us up. We'll do them all. We hope that next week we will do a bunch in a row. Just because, it's what we want to do. We've got a lot of work around the house. So if we sit there on one day and just smash out a whole lot of podcasts, but you'll never know because we'll do this fancy thing. There's a really fancy thing we can do when we do these podcasts. It's called We Will Change Clothes. So no one will know what order we did them in. Neither will I because I'll forget and I'll be dumb. Nah. But we'll make the topics very generic so we can throw them in whenever we want so we don't have to talk about modern things. Because, yeah. Thanks for that, Bex. Wonderful.
Sorry,
You got caught up looking at my tooth
really
or
sleepy.
On my walrus.
And I just realized when I sit on a certain angle, it looks like I'm missing a tooth at the front, and I'm not. You can barely tell. My teeth are really fucked. Anyway, we have 4 minutes to go. So you can find us anywhere you find good and not so good podcasts. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on X, formerly known as Twitter. I am at Bex131. Gareth is at Gareth at I'm not paying attention at GRRPOD. You can find us on Facebook. We're Gareth's Random Ramblings. It's an open group discussion book folder, whatever. Feel free to join us if you haven't already, and put your input in there. And also, we have a website, which is Gareth.
No, Bex, what is it? That's what I remember. bit.ly/GRRPodNew. It's probably the easiest way to get to it because it's a whole lot of it's site.google.com/. So I was trying to get down to that. Yeah. If you type in you'll get it. If you type in you'll get a nasty R18 surprise. But no, so check it out. You'll see everything on there. It has links to everything, including our merch store, which I have now gone through and made up a whole pile of stuff. And by whole pile of stuff, I mean I have put up templates so that you can buy stuff. So there's wall art, there's mouse pads, there's a skateboard deck for some reason, there's a duffel bag, I think, or did I do the backpack? I can't remember. One of them's up there. There's cups, there's things. It's in the Gareth's Random Ramblings logo. It's in Bex's Christmas logo. And I think that's all I got at the moment.
Like today, Christmassy today.
No, it's Homer Simpson playing for the Highlanders. See? But yeah,
I'm Christmassy though. Green nails, red dress. No. Drinking alcohol on a Sunday afternoon.
Real high desire for me to grab a Christmas tree and shove it up your... Anyway, thanks very much for listening, everybody. Take care. We'll have a great day. And we will see you later on. And yeah, all good. I don't know how to end this one now.
Stay classy.
Bye.
Bye.
He's just a guy, he loves to ramble randomly across the wire. It's Gareth.
And I really hate this thing. It always ends. Warning, this podcast contains explicit content. Listener discretion is advised. Balloons going over your face. What was that about?
Because okay, so this is fun. So because the new operating system that I use has got hand gestures. So if you do certain things, like I did just then, bugger. So things might happen while I talk. We shall see. I know if you do that, I think it's hey.
I really need to update my computer because my screen is a little bit blurry.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Warning, this podcast contains explicit content. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to Bex Figures Out What Timing Is.
This time the thing didn't pop up on my screen and I didn't realize. Next time, give me a countdown. Please.
So hold on. So my countdown of "Are you ready? Okay, let's go," and then me going, and then Zoom going, "Hello, this recording is big. Whatever it is not enough." Okay, I got you.
You have a sleep deprived. Leave her alone. Anyway, we'll just wait a minute while Gareth fucks around.
Let's start again.